position on your pilots made out that helicopter they're shooting at.
Well, hi there guys, it's SJ here. I wanted to do some videos about ARMA maps, ARMA Islands, and the reason I wanted to do them was because I did a quick clip of the new Mogadishu map and it got good feedback, and I've been reading a lot of raving reviews of it, how exciting it is to get a map like that, and it got me thinking of the 100 plus maps that I've got in my file repository. There are so many good maps that you guys have possibly never even seen or never even heard of. Some I would challenge would be as good, if not better, than the Mogadishu map, and I just think it's a real shame they don't get any sort of love anymore. And some of them are really, really, really old, pre-ARMA 2, and they're still absolutely superb. So I'm going to do a little series of videos to give you a bit of a feel for that. So this is the first one. It's a map by a guy called Opteryx, who's one of the oldest map builders and object builders, and we still use a lot of his objects in maps today. You just probably don't realise it. And this map is the Afghani map, and it's based on a real location just northwest of Mosul in Iraq. And this first came out in the start of 2009, so it's pretty old as it comes to ARMA maps, and it was designed for ARMA, not ARMA 2. And again, it's sort of microclimate really. It's a very accurate depiction of the town of Avgani. So I'm going to give you a quick spin and see what you think. So it would be remiss of me not to be showing off the new 3CB vehicles. So I've picked a Jackal, and there's me. So I'm going to give you a little driving tour into the town, and yeah, see what you think. Right, let's get moving. So this is our new Jackal 2, by the way, if you haven't seen it before, guys. So it's significantly upgraded from the previous version. PIP, new weapons, revised textures, gearbox, engine, lots of little extras. Right, so this is the Afghani map. So some of the buildings are a little bit simple compared to more modern versions, but a lot of them are enterable. And I still think it's a huge scope for a really good operation on this map. The spirit building, if you spotted that, no idea what that was. That was the first. Yeah, there might be some texture issues, I guess. You can see I've plotted this video very well. Okay, so here we come into the video, into the town itself, and I think you'll see why the Mogadishu map made me think of this. It's absolutely superb. It's just really, really well modelled. You could do so much with this. It reminds me a little bit of the Fallujah map, which was released around the same sort of time. But the level of authenticity on the signs and yeah, the road furniture, absolutely fantastic. So let's park up and I'll give you a bit of a quick Zeus overfly. It's got my creative juices flowing straight away. There's so many things you can do with this map. So let's have a quick look from above. It's not a big map. It's a microclimate, as I said, really. But the city's really quite impressive. You could do a lot with this. It's really well laid out. It's a mirror image, really, of the real thing. If you have a look on Google, it's vastly, yeah, really, really good. Vastly similar. Yeah, it's a hidden. It's supposed to be a building. It's not like in there. There you go. Disappearing. I don't know. Weird. One of his custom objects, obviously. So. Yeah, there you go, quick oversight of the village. A lot of these buildings are enterable, or at least you can get on top of them. So there's loads of really good fun for CQB. Lots of scope for convoy missions, or rescuing hostages, Black Hawk Down, all that sort of stuff. The map itself, as I said, it's not that big. It's about 5x5. There's a little bit of land around the outside if you wanted to build a base. It doesn't have any specific air bases on it or anything like that. But yeah, there you go. That's the Afghani map. Right, next up is a lovely little island. This is the XCAM prototype map. And it's by a guy called Silola, who coded the XCAM map editing and object placing tool. And he got a whole bunch of really good modest map builders together. Hots and Plots, Sky, T800, and then I had some help from people like MCEP, XXL, Pool Punk and Heroes. And what he's done is put together a fantastic showcase as to what you can do with object placement. So I'm going to give you a quick spin around. The only dependency for this map is all in ARMA terrain pack, or the new cup terrains when it's released. and this was specifically coded for A3. Right, so let's get moving. So I'm going to take you from the north coast down, and what you'll spot with this map is it's extremely object intensive, so I've had to reduce my object view distance to about 900, maybe 1,000 meters, and pull my total view distance back. When you're playing, it's not actually a problem. It's only if you're flying you might have an issue with that. But anyway, so let's take you down the road. So we've got some fantastic resorts placed. It's got quite a modern feel to it. It's got a feel a little bit similar to a Saint-Tropez or a Mediterranean island, Corsica maybe. And it uses a lot of the standard ARMA 3 objects, plus some custom objects, which I'll show you if we see any along the way. Quite a lot actually, custom objects. And some really nice features from some of the older maps as well, like Serrani, etc. I think this map's going to be a TVT map really, only because of the complexity of some of the objects. I think it will be rather graphic intensive. Sorry, CPU intensive if you've got loads of AI running around as well. It's not to say I haven't done it. I have had AI on the map, messing around with them in single player. I've never tried it in multiplayer. Very interesting to see how it works. But for TVT, it's just be absolutely cracking, and you'll see once we get to the city just how well it's done. It's yeah, it's really impressive. So you can see it is quite intensive on the vegetation, but it gives it a really nice feel, very realistic. Yeah, superb really. It's an island. It's about 10 by 10 the total map size. The island is probably only 6 to 8 square kilometers, something like that. Just get a bit high so we can push it out a bit quicker. So it has an airbase. It works. The AI can navigate it. But my thought is for TVT, I mean, when you get to these towns, you can just see how well they're modelled, and they're fantastic, loads of cover, really, really, really nicely done. And as you'll see, most of these buildings are renterable, which is great. It takes a long time to clear them, but fantastic fun to do it. And where he's used older buildings from older maps, you know, they look really sympathetic. It's done really, really well. You wouldn't be able to tell that was an older asset. It just looks absolutely cracking stood next to some of the newer stuff. Yeah, just goes to show you what you can do with some of the older map objects. So some of the custom stuff, it's things like these walls and these surfaces here. These will all be custom, made out of objects that he's stitched together with an XCAM. And you can do some really clever things, like, again, all this will be custom. Yeah, you can see the level of detail. Absolutely fantastic wading through this. So yeah, base, it's only small, but you'll get a jet off it, no problem. I spent a lot of time testing 3CB units on this map actually, when they were first being developed, down this street fighting against Russians and all sorts. Yeah, really good fun, really good map. I've never ever seen it used on a server, to be honest with you, which is a shame because it's absolutely fantastically put together. Probably one of the best coded maps there is, frankly. So there you go, that's the XCAM prototype map. Only small, but very nice. So welcome to the next map. This is Schwemlitz. It's a map by Falcon and Lancer, and this map was released December 2012. So this was designed and built for ARMA 2. Although again, I think you're going to see a lot of potential for an op on this map, whether it's a Sunday night op or a midweek op. It's not really designed for sort of large public kind of battles. It's a little small for that 5x5, but it's got some really, really nice terrain. It's a really good example of a microterrain of sort of midwestern Germany. And yeah, let me know what you think. So I'll give you a spin around. If you've got World War II mods or World War I mods, I think they'd go quite nicely on this as well. It's got very, very authentic terrain. Apparently it's mapped again, one for one, like this, the real thing. And I just like this because it's just got a really nice feel about it. It's been well put together. Very sympathetic modelling, using a lot of the original ARMA and ARMA 2 buildings, but with some nice details. And there aren't many Western European maps, actually. A lot of Eastern European, but nothing, not that many Western European maps. This is a really good example of a good one. Many of the buildings are enterable, as you can see. So some good opportunity for CQB, building clearing. And I can see some rolling tank battles as well. Yeah, really nice little map. It's only 5x5, so it's not going to be big enough for anything dramatic. But for something like ARP or maybe an infantry patrol, something like that, yeah, it's spot on. So anyway, that's the last map I want to show you tonight. I'm going to do some more. I picked about 30 or 40 maps that I think really deserve attention, so I'm going to try and burn my way through them. And if you guys have got any questions or want to know any details, I'll try and put all the details of the maps in the description below, but happy to answer any comments, etc. Okay, cheers guys, thanks very much.